Days of Our Lives 2. Week spoilers September 1st to 12th. Philip's devious scheme unfolds as Jack keeps the peace. Stacey Hayduk is Day's pantomime of the month for August 2025. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. After watching these videos, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Days of Our Lives 2. Week spoilers for September 1st to 12th, 2025. See Philip Kiriakis getting tricky and Jack Devereaux playing nice. Days of Our Lives spoilers, Brady shocked and Marlena proud. Monday, September 1st is Labor Day, but we're still getting a brand new occasion of Days of Our Lives. Brady Black is meeting with the Lady Council, who claims that she no way had Tate blacklisted as a father on any relinquishment she's handled. Brady is going to be floored that this whole Chicago relinquishment thing has turned out to be so dodgy. This week he's asking Notoriety if the baby Sophia Choi had was a boy or a girl, or if the baby in the relinquishment was a boy or a girl. Kat Green and Felicity Green celebrate their family Aaron Green's return to Salem, and he could tie back into this relinquishment plot. Marlena Evans tells Tate she's veritably proud of him, and I wonder if that's about how well he's handling the relinquishment thing. Everybody's getting ready to stay in Salem for council, so we're going to have plenitude of youngish set drama. Plus, Thomas DiMera gets some comfort from his pater, Chad DiMera, and that's always sweet to watch. Salem's relinquishment reproach deepens Brady's grim pursuit. On Tuesday, September 2nd, Tate gets an relinquishment update from Brady. Tate's pater is continuing to go down this relinquishment rabbit hole. His spidey senses are chinking, and he wants to find out the verity about his grandson and granddaughter for Tate's sake. At this point, Brady is so suspicious, he's not going to let this go. Sophia goes into fear mode when she's talking to DA Melinda Trask. Sophia is telling her that she accidentally appertained to the baby as a boy again, and that sends Melinda into fear mode. However, Brady formerly hovered Melinda, if you flash back. She should be veritably spooked because that's exactly where Brady's disquisition is leading, and there's no telling how he's going to reply to what Melinda has done. Mysterious agonies and expiring romance in Salem. Marlena has some further Queen of the Night agonies, and she's waking up feeling all out of feathers. She has fallen asleep on the lounge at her place and had one of these weird dreams. She has fallen asleep in her bed and had some of these weird dreams. All of her health tests are fine. There's one further Sarah Horton wants to run. I do and suppose this is a physical disease. Plus, we've got the Arabian Nights book in play, so it's all veritably strange. Also, of course, Susan Banks is saying that Stefano DiMera is back, so commodity wicked this way comes. Chad DiMera tells Kat how he really feels. This may be about her working for EJ DiMera, because the other day Chad was telling Kat, do it. She was averring she can take care of herself. Nethermost line, it isn't just about the stipend. It's about her ISA charge, and Chad, of course, is in the dark about that. Also again, Chad could be telling Kat about his passions for her because they're surely growing on Days of Our Lives. Commercial spying and romantic snares midweek in Salem. On Wednesday, September 3rd, Aaron and Ariana Horton find themselves stuck together. I wonder if they get dumped by Tate and Holly Jonas because also on Wednesday, Tate and Holly are participating a romantic moment, so they may bail on their musketeers. Xander cooked Marlena for an wrathfulness operation treatment session, and she wants to know the source of Xander's wrathfulness. He says cheating, lying, and colluding, which are presumably triggers for all of us, right? But Marlena also realizes that Xander just hasn't been forgiving anyone for anything. After wiretapping on the Titan boys with her handy Beau Brummel pen microphone, Gabby Hernandez offers Philip some stimulant. I don't know if she's actually torn between passions for these guys, or if she's just enjoying getting physical while she's conniving. Because Gabby CA and suppose it'll work out well with either of them when she's laboriously conniving to steal the company back that they principally stole from the DiMeras. They absorbed it, but still, the DiMeras feel like it was stolen. Kat does some relating with Brady, which is kind of intriguing. Thursday's twists brotherly bonds, baby dreams, and DiMera drama. On Thursday, September 4th, Marlena needs a favor from Belle Black. I wonder if Marlena wants Belle to watch over her while she's resting to just see if there's anything Marlena doesn't realize that's driving her, or perhaps Marlena's talking in her sleep. We'll see. Gabby updates Tony DiMera about the Titan plot, and she tells him about the microphone pen that she placed on CEO Xander's office. Tony is giddy to hear further about Gabby's progress. Philip tests his relationship with his family Xander. This week, Philip is choking or conceivably fake choking in the CEO office, and Xander incontinently rushes over to help him and begin the Heimlich initiative. So, it sounds like he may pass Philip's test. Chanel wants to borrow ASAP on Days of Our Lives. Chanel Dupree is back in the place where she really wants to borrow again. She's been veritably patient with Johnny DiMera, with him going through this whole epiphany about chancing out about what EJ did to Sammy Brady and also, of course, this firing trial. But Chanel wants to move forward with their life, and she wants a baby, darn it. EJ makes a trip over to Johnny and Chanel apartment. Just as they're walking out the door, he wants to talk. Johnny's not going to give his pater EJ any credit for how that trial went on Days of Our Lives. I do wonder if he's going to tell Johnny that he was going to be set up, not shamefaced. EJ may want credit for that, but he's not going to get it. Weekend suspensors, family reunions, hidden dockets, and justice served. Friday, September 5th. Chad is upset about Kat, and this may be back to working for EJ. Julie Williams welcomes Jennifer Horton and Jack home for Jack's birthday party. His birthday is September 3rd, so I'm assuming that's the date it's in Salem at that point. Julie has a violent discussion with Jack and Jen. Obviously, she's going to let them know that Gwen Rizek is back in city. She may tell them that Chad is getting near to Kat. I do suppose Jen is going to freak out if she hears that her evil stepdaughter Gwen and Abigail Devereaux fraud Kat are getting musketeers. Days of Our Lives. Sophia caught lying. Jack and Gwen run into each other in the forecourt, and effects feel okay until they're not. Two-way forward, one step back. Gwen doesn't suppose it's a good idea to go to Jack's birthday party. Indeed, though, Jack invites her, because everybody hates her. But Jack reassures Gwen he doesn't detest her. Tate catches Sophia in another taradiddle. Brady and Steve Johnson continue to probe Sophia's relinquishment. Also this week, Kristen DiMera is going to get her captivity judgment, and Brady wants her to get the maximum time permissible. The week ahead, unraveling relinquishment dishonors, new alliances, and brewing pitfalls. The week of September 8th through the 12th, Brady and Steve are making together the fake relinquishment scheme, but that won't be a straight line back to Salem. Melinda going to be scrabbling to cover their butts, and Sophia not making effects easier by spending all this time with Tate when she keeps slipping up. Rachel Black may helical when she hears how long her mama Kristen got in captivity. Julie may be planning a grand continuing for her bookstore. Gwen and EJ are drooling further soon. I don't know if it's going to be love, perhaps just fellowship, because both of them are city lepers. Marlena's agonies could give suggestions to what's going on with her. We're going to find out further about EJ's secret plans for the sanitarium. It's a little scary that Dr. Wilhelm Rolf's name was dropped lately, and how long until Chad figures out Kat is an ISA agent. Stacey Hayduk is Soap Hub's Days Pantomime of the Month for August 2025. Kristen DiMera offered her freedom to save Johnny and cover Rachel. And that gave Stacey Hayduk the chance to shine. Days of Our Lives, Stacey Hayduk gave Emmy good work in August. Cleaner Mecca S. Rochelle Lewis singled her out for her performances as Kristen DiMera the week of August 18th. The actress continued to shine on Monday, August 25th, as well. Kristen felt forced into a corner thanks to her family EJ. He didn't want Johnny to go to jail, and he'd do whatever it took to save his son. In this case, he dropped it all on Kristen's stage. Rachel was the bone who shot EJ, and now Kristen demanded to figure out how to keep Johnny out of captivity. Hayduk had to play a wide range of situations. This included despair over her son being the one to shoot EJ. She was also frantic as she contemplated EJ's demand that she figure out a way to free Johnny, but also keep the target off of Rachel's back. Hayduk was awful in her scenes with Days April 2025 Pantomime of the Month, Dan Furigal. Thanks to EJ, Kristen was in a precarious position. The actress played every emotional beat with perfection. And she continued to do so as the drama reached the courtroom and the jail. Shortly before the verdict in Johnny's trial, Kristen rushed into the courtroom and dramatically confessed to the crime. Little did she know that if she had just awaited 2 further seconds, the jury would render a not shame-faced verdict and Johnny would be free. Unfortunately for Kristen, that script didn't be. Rather, day suckers were treated to hustler scenes where Hayduk had to maintain with a judge to hear her out in front of the entire courtroom. Latterly, she had to make the judge and Belle believe she was telling the verity. The multiple-day Emmy designee pulled out all the stops. Kristen knew she was in for an uphill battle. After all, her earlier evidence would now be seen as perjury. For formerly, still, the long-time villain did commodity selfless. And indeed, though we know Kristen's snide history, she had us nearly feeling bad for her. Hayduk did that, especially in Kristen's scenes with Marlena. When she asked Marlena to take care of Rachel for her, that might have gotten to us. Eventually, Kristen faced Brady while locked up behind bars. Brady obviously tore into her. He didn't know that his son was EJ's shooter. EJ, Kristen, and Marlena are keeping that from him. Dispensable to say, Brady couldn't believe Kristen was selfish enough to let their son suffer and take the stage, not to mention let Johnny witness the trauma of this courtroom battle. Brady called her inhuman and a monster, indeed labeling her a terrible mama. You could tell Kristen wanted to tell Brady the verity, but she held back. She kept it to herself. And also after Brady left, she broke down in gashes. She knew that indeed though she was keeping her son out of trouble, she'd still suffer knowing that her mama would go to captivity again. Hayduk conveyed every ounce of despair Kristen must have felt over making the biggest immolation of her life. In August, she also managed to show the uproarious side of herself when she joyfully played Susan Banks. What CA and Hayduk do? Thanks for watching these videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.